Hey guys, so this video is about my anti strategy that allowed me to fund my maternity leave recently. As some of you know, I have a beautiful 4 month baby at the time of this recording, and I am a full time entrepreneur. And this was not a planned pregnancy, so it took me a minute to realize I needed to do something. I'm not even gonna front. I think I got to month 4 or 5 in my pregnancy, and I was just like, I had an oh shit moment. Like, what am I supposed to do? I had just launched this amazing program that centered around one-to-one coaching and had a retreat towards the end of the program. And the program was a year long. I had launched it around Thanksgiving, unbeknownst to me. Or I'm sorry, not around Thanksgiving, around October of 2023. And unbeknownst to me, I was pregnant at the time, but I didn't know. So I had launched it, started enrolling new one-to-one coaching clients, and um, it was it was not just scary. Like, I had to deal with being pregnant, um, and not having the security of a second income, a house, a two income household. And then as a full-time entrepreneur, I didn't have maternity leave. I didn't have like sick leave or annual leave. I mean, I aspire to have my business grow to that that ability, but at that point, I was still operating like a solo entrepreneur. Like, there was no other coach in my program that could deliver the gold that people were paying me for. You understand? Like, I might have teammates that help me, be able to deliver, to be able to work in my capacity, but there was nobody there that could work for me. Allow me to take months off so that I could care for my baby, be there for her, bond with her, all of those things that you want to do, with maternity leave. But I didn't, I wasn't there yet. So I had to scale really, really fast. When I realized, I was like, oh shit, I'm gonna have to scale my business like super fast while pregnant, while having to move across country, to be closer to my family, and in dealing with all the emotions that come with a pregnancy, right? All of that was going on, and I did it. I did it. And I did it, ironically, with what I am calling an anti strategy. So let me tell you first what I did, or what I plan to do. So I was smart. I was like, yo, I got this. I have tons of strategies that I teach, like, inside of my coaching program. I have access to all of these different strategies, all these different client attraction systems, and then based off of what kind of business lifestyle you want to have, what how you want to serve inside of your business, you pick your client attraction strategy, we work on it, create it, and then automate it. Well, I pretty much was like, I'll just do that for myself, right? I've utilized all of these, most pretty much 90% of those strategies that I teach my clients, I have done to the fullest extent that I'm like very much aware. There's only one that I don't do, and it's just because of the nature of the strategy, and it's affiliate marketing, like, as a forefront of my business. Have I done it? Have I had success with affiliate, like, signed up affiliates that have an affiliates net or market for me? Yeah, but I can't say that, like, it wasn't a cornerstone or anything like that in my marketing. So um I went ahead and I created a marketing cycle. First off, I've rebranded, y'all. Because if you haven't been around pre 2024, I only worked with fitness coaches, personal trainers, or fitness coaches who wanted to create online coaching businesses. and I showed them how to create a coaching business, market it, sell it. And we worked together for 4 months. I had a roadmap that they would take. So in the beginning of the year of 2024, I decided I had half of the people in my program were not fitness coaches. So, and a lot of people were reaching out, like, do you only work with fitness coaches? I'm like, yeah, but I can help you out. So I started to work with them anyway. So I released the whole fitness coaching brand, or as my client muse, and open it up to all sorts of coaches in the online space. First off, that wasn't the smartest thing to do, but I did it because Stephanie be acting like she got time. So I rebranded, and I ain't talking about colors and I'm talking about messaging. I'm talking about content pillars. My webinar had to change. So I used that as an opportunity to create a whole new marketing cycle. I had to create a whole new ads funnel. Yo, it was a lot. And let me tell you, it was great, but it wasn't what I needed in that moment. I needed to make fast money. I needed to make at least 3 months worth of cash flow before that 3 months started. And a bit extra because my maternity leave plan was to pay coaches, basically my team, to show my clients how I run my business. So like I brought in an ads coach, I brought in a content strategist, I brought in my tech assistant, the person who does like all of my helping me create all of my automation and make sure it stays running. So I had to fund all of their salaries, right? Like their contracts needed to be paid for before I left. So now what I created, the marketing cycle, the marketing and sales cycle I created was great for sustainability, to grow over time, that new brand. And it did well. But after the first cycle, I was like, yo, Steph, we need, this is great for sustainability, but I need that quick cash. So back to the whole point of this YouTube video, I wanted to talk to you about this anti-strategy that no matter what you are learning, no matter what you are learning inside of your business, no matter what strategy you're implementing, whether it's live events, webinars, ads, membership communities, free communities, content marketing, whatever it is, you need this anti-strategy. And the sad thing is that most coaches aren't teaching this. And I'm guilty of it too, especially in my VIP days. I'll do a VIP day and we will create your client attraction system. We will automate that bad boy. We will have all your tech stuff done. And there's usually one thing that never gets as much attention as it truly needs. And I'm convicting myself right now because I am committed to making sure this is the first step that people learn when they work with me. And it's because it's the most important. If I didn't do this, I do not believe that I would have had the most amazing maternity leave, the funding that I needed in order to keep my business afloat while I continue to take care of my 4-month-old baby. Like I still am doing this and exercising this anti-strategy, and it's still like producing for me. It's wild. It's not wild because once I tell you, you're gonna be like, yeah, I know, but are you actually practicing it? So I actually talk about this anti-strategy inside of the book that I wrote with a bunch of colleagues, fellow business coaches that are working with women to help them create their businesses. It's called the CEO Chronicles. I'll make sure it's linked in the comments, but inside of the book, inside of my chapter, I talk about the I actually talk about this part of my journey in funding the maternity leave, um, and the anti strategy that I'm referencing here. And I really want to spill the tea, but I want to tell you kind of how it came about so you can understand how powerful this simple thing is. One of my friends, well, it starts off with me wanting to quit. I had a 15K month, a 20K month, and then I wanted to quit. I was so stressed. I was scared that I wasn't going, because I'm like, yeah, 15, 20, okay, these are great numbers, but I need more. I need more than what I've been doing in order to, fund in order to like save money for this time. So I needed to pay for my expenses, make more money to pay for a team of coaches, and have all of that come in a cash flow, not revenue. I needed cash before I left. And before I left, I can't even say that. Like, I wanted it months before I left. So I wasn't stressing going into month 8, 9 of being pregnant, right? And scared for my business. So I was terrified. I was terrified. Um, I text about, I want to say it was like 3 of my business besties, 3 or 4 of them. And I told them, hey, I think I'm getting a sign that, I think this is a sign that I need to quit. One of them came back and was like, Stephanie, how much did you make last month? And I told her, and she was like, why do you want to quit? Like, they were looking at me like I was a crazy person. Another one asked, if I had time to get on Zoom, and we got on Zoom, and she helped me with my like logical brain, the rational part of my thoughts, and saw where there were some gaps that maybe I could improve on. So she helped me with my strategy. Okay. Then there was a third friend who helped me with my anti-strategy. She actually didn't talk to me that day. She was like, I'll hit you up later. She didn't. 2 days later, she reaches out to me and asks me how I'm doing. And I told her I'm feeling better. One of my friends hit me up and was like, she helped me see some things, and I started implementing from there. And she said, she was like, okay, great, because I couldn't talk to you on Monday. Your energy was way too low, and I couldn't meet you there. And I've told people this story. I've even told her. She doesn't even remember it. So wow. And a lot of people are like, oh my gosh, that's a horrible friend. When I tell you, that is the best friend that I needed in that moment. Because when she said that to me, it rocked me. It was like a punch in the face. She told me how when we first met, I had met her about a year and a half prior to that conversation, that I was like this, when she saw me with my outfit looking all fly. We were sitting at a VIP table. That's how we met. At a conference that I paid good money for, to sit at this VIP table, sitting next to Rachel Rodgers herself, the author of We Should All Be Millionaires. To the left of me was a multimillionaire who runs a broadcast company and a speaker coaching business. And to the left of him was a millionaire. She might be approaching billionaire status. I don't know. I ain't gonna give her all that yet, because she's like a real estate mogul, a life coach, and runs retreats all over the world, multiple times a year. And I'm sitting at this table with these like moguls, and my friend doesn't know this, but I'm actually inside of my head kind of like, what am I doing here? Do these people even know? Like, I'm not a millionaire yet, blah, 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 blah. Okay, that's a story for another day, because I do want to get into this anti-strategy. But she was just like, yo, you walked into that. I was late to brunch at the table. They had to make a seat for me, and she was like, the way you walked in, like, you own the place. Like, you had the most confident, you were the most confident person in the room. You never doubted yourself. And I put myself back in that moment. And I was like, yeah, I was. I was so, like, it wasn't even like I was feeling myself. I just never doubted myself. I knew everything I touched turned to gold, and did. Even my clients, my business, anything I touched turned to gold. Turned to gold. So she told me, she was like, Stephanie, you don't believe in law of attraction, do you? I was like, yes, I do. And she was like, well, then why do you doubt anything? What do you want? And she kept hammering, what do you want? I want, what do you want? So the anti-strategy that I'm giving to you is what my girl, the Scar Alchemist, Latoya, told me back then, was if you truly believe that you are walking in your purpose by building this coaching business, like, this is what you're meant to do, okay? If you don't know that yet, check that first. Identify what your purpose is. Identify what it is that you are meant to do. Because when you align yourself with that path, when you align yourself with that vision, with that mission, you are pulling in now the universe, God, your spiritual support team. Okay? That's what I'm going to call it from now. Your spiritual support team, right? They're coming in and they're literally taking you, carrying you all the way through. So your anti-strategy, does not matter. It does not matter what marketing system, what sales system you need. And I know y'all like, Stephanie, what you talking? Oh my gosh, you're a coach that teaches strategy. What are you doing? Teaching anti-strategy, because it doesn't work. It won't work if you don't believe in yourself, believe in your business, and believe in your marketing cycle, right? So I truly believe, I was like, I just created this whole marketing cycle. I attracted all these clients to me. And I was like, I know my clients are in there that are high quality, low maintenance, and pay in full. That's my affirmation. Y'all can take it. I attract high quality, low maintenance clients who pay in full. And did. When I tell you, after that moment, there's a whole recipe, and I will teach you the anti-strategy. But the first step is that you believe that you're walking in your purpose, in your passion, right? Your passion is what activates it, what activates your purpose. But you're walking in it. You're in alignment. You're coaching. You're doing your thing. You have this goal that you can give to your clients. Okay? Next, I want you to just put yourself out there. Put yourself out there. Talk about your gold. Why it's so meaningful. Why it's the solution that your ideal clients, your client muse has been, hunting for. And once you do that, believe and trust that they're going to come to you. This is the hardest part. I love strategy. I like having a marketing cycle and all that. And it was running at this time, but it wasn't even running at the capacity that it used to, right? And I made twice as much as what I was making when it was running at the capacity that it used to. So I can't get too deep in this because I'm going to start to sound like I'm preaching. I am. But I want you to know that no matter what, if you take anything from this, this video, is that no matter what strategy you have, no matter what marketing or sales system you are following, that as long as you are walking in your purpose and, taking those action steps, I'm not saying control and do all the things, but you're moving towards, the vision, you're doing the work, you're showing up in front of your ideal clients, you're going to attract your clients. You're paying your high quality, low maintenance clients who pay in full. But you have to believe it. You have to take action inside of your strategy towards your goal, and just truly believe. Sit back and know what you want. Right? Like my friend that kept saying, "Know what do you want, Steph? What do you want? Know what you want, and it's going to come to pass." I'm a living testament of it. This business would not be still in business if I wasn't, moving in my purpose. I've had so many ups and so many downs in both Catch Flights and Fitness and P3. But one thing that has been steady is that my belief in that what I have is gold, that I'm walking in my purpose, and I'm constantly, y'all know me, I'm constantly taking action steps. I'm constantly showing up in front of my ideal clients and showing them that what I have is going to change the way that they deliver that purpose, they deliver that passion, and then I'm rewarded. I'm rewarded by my God who put me here to be of service. So you can keep learning, learn from me. I'm always here to deliver the strategy, but do not forget your anti-strategy. There's one last thing that's going to activate this anti-strategy and make it go far, and it's gratitude. During that time, I had started this book called, and I have it somewhere. Oh, here it is. Ugh. The Magic by Rhonda Byrne. That book, and I'll link it down here from Amazon. You can get it and have it probably by tomorrow. That book, it has like it's a 28-day experience basically, and every morning it tells you to do these activities, and it's basically a gratitude journaling activity each day. And when I say this, like, I might do it again. Y'all comment below if y'all gonna do it, because I'll do it with you. Like, for instance, I just opened up. Y'all, this is crazy. I opened up, and is this number 9? Yeah, day 9 is called the Money Magnet. And the first thing it tells you to do is to make a list of 10 blessings. So 10 things that you're grateful for, and also why you're grateful for them. After you write your list, reread that list and say thank you, thank you, thank you for those blessings. And then take any current unpaid bills that you have. Use gratitude's magical power and write across each one. Thank you for the money. Feel grateful for having the money to pay the bill, whether you have it or not. And then the next thing that says take 10 bills you've paid in the past, right across the front of each one of them, the magic words, thank you, -paid. Feel truly grateful that you had the money to pay the bill. Before you go to sleep, take your magic rock, and I think that's like day 2's, in one hand, and say the magic words, thank you for the best thing that happened during the day. So you're supposed to say, like, so you're always, every night, you're saying like the best thing that happened that day. That morning, you're writing down the 10 things you're grateful for. And man, the weight, like I talk about this in Catch Flights and Fitness. I had a lot of weight on myself during that pregnancy. Ending a 4-year relationship before that. Someone that I thought I was going to be with for the rest of my life. Now I had a lot of weight, but he was in my gratitude list pretty much every day. Like, I'm still so grateful for him, because without him, I wouldn't have my daughter. Right? So I'm gonna leave y'all with this. I have to go back and all the things I promised to put in the notes. But if I forget, y'all, you comment on there and hold me accountable to make sure that they're in there. But I'd love to hear, what are you grateful for inside of your business? What strategy are you utilizing that you're grateful that you know, so that you can show up in front of your ideal clients each and every day? What strategy are you grateful for that you want to know, that it's out there and it's accessible to you to learn? I'd love to hear it.